this prayer requested by a few people, but mainly strongly requested by the Vietnamese man. Hopefully he should be here tonight. One, he requests me strongly. So then I wrote, I wrote two versions because one is the captures the old lineage. So old lineage, not every single lineage person spell out name, but Torpopa's 14 disciples, so, such important, and they are spell out name, and then Taranatha's some important disciples spell out the name, and then explain them and who they are, what they are, the manifestation, which Buddha, which Bodhisattva. So explain that way. But those things is you don't need to read. This things is just for your information. So you have to understand which part is your prayer part, which part is just footnotes for you to information. You have to separate that, not mistake of that. Then otherwise too long, for you. Because this purpose, he want a very short one. Just like Nyamapas have 7-line prayer on Guru Rinpoche, he wants similar of this. So this is all similar of this. This one is a little bit longer. The other one is almost like 7-line, that's short. Okay, the difference is in the 7-line prayer only Guru Rinpoche, and here is captures all the lineages. Okay, so like that, and also the 7-line prayer just say, "Oh, please bless me," like that. So give me the 2 CDs. That's it. If that's one also you have to add, one verse. But here you have much more. How you say? You have much more request and captures everything you need to request. So that's why this is quite special. I think if people appreciate and feel fortunate, and then is you gain a blessing very different than somebody just maybe have blessing and they just chant, very different. So this is for these and to chant. Anybody worry, especially worry something, that time you should chant. But have to understand it's not only that time. The best chant is when you are no worry, but you have habit every day, anytime you have chance. This is not like you have to sit down and the caution and chant. It's anywhere you go on walking and in the car drive, any start you activities you start, then you remember this prayer, and then it's very good. So why is important short? Because you have to memorize. Because if you memorize it, then anytime easy to remember and chant. So that's why I try to be short. When you are memorize, you have to memorize only the chant part. You don't need the memorize the information. This Lama, whose manifestations, those things you don't need memorize. But of course, if you do everything, that's even better. That's far, far better, a million times better. But you don't have to. Just to do prayer, you don't need memorize all of them. You just need pray the only prayer part you need to memorize. Okay, so maybe I explain you a little bit some of the verses. Yeah, it should be very clear in English, but maybe cultural boundaries, or the people who not familiar with this concept maybe need a little bit explanation. So I'll try to do that, okay? So that first verse called home, start from there. So home means, home represents all Latin one's mind. All the enlightened one's mind represent home represented. So then that's why if you say home is the very powerful to clear the obstacles or anything, obstacles, not just external obstacles, but internal your internal obstacles. Internal obstacles means all clashes and or any worry, anything. So that's why I say home. Start by home. Also, you have to think about a home is something, exercise. So like that. So that's also considered. So then say home. Then Sanmir Sham Dang Dear. So inseparable Kala Chagra union. Immeasurable love and compassion that are the both blessing and emptiness. So you can say form of emptiness, but the simple way saying just say emptiness, okay? Here say we try to say simple way, so emptiness. So what is the Kala Chagra union? Kala Chagra, the male form and the female form, Vishvamata, the union, we see as image, as a union is representing immeasurable love and compassion. That is one level, okay? Then if you go more deeper level, then is bliss and emptiness. So the blissful is the masculine quality, the empty form of emptiness. This is the feminine size quality. So that's why when we talking about Prajna Paramita talking about the main focus emptiness. So that's why when we draw Prajna Paramita is the female form because of that. So always. So we don't go details too much why on these things today, but just say that, okay? Then unraveled, isn't it? Unraveled.
Unraveled, yes.
Unraveled Buddha Dharma Raja and the Kalkis, root and lineage lamas from the Mahasiddha Tujapa to the current lineage. So this is telling the whole lineage from the Buddha means not Buddha Shakyamuni monk form, but instead manifest as Kalachakra union, that Buddha. From there to the Dharma Rajas and Shambhala Dharma Kings and Karkis, and then a root Lama lineage. So then lineages continue and from the Shambhala, and then from the Shambhala to this earth, the Tujaba Chembo, Kalachakra Pada, and Jambi Dorji, in Tibetan called Jambi Dorji. So maybe translate something Manju Vajra or something. Okay, so from current and enter then the whoever is the root Lama enter then. Okay, the old holders, please look on me with your wisdom eyes. So which means we seeking a protector. All of them saying, please look on me your wisdom voice, which means wisdom eyes means no more eyes cannot see, no more ears cannot hear obstacle or whatever things. So that's why I'm saying, okay. Then Zamlang Khan Khabala Yum Shukti Jerry Jankum Tamchita. Ngiton Jansen Zimbi Bararam Ngarpi, Kinchin Tolo Sangi, Panindarshaks. So from east to west and Jambu continent, this all the Pure Land and Shambhala. In these 10 directions from that rare are old Buddhas, Pure Land, highly praised, holder of the victory banner of definitive meaning. So what the saying is, we present and we pay homage to Torpopa. So why is Torpopa? Because Torpopa is the most, Buddha prophesies. That's why. That's why we say, when we say east-west, means the world of the east-west anywhere. Don't think about, like just, Westerns didn't know Torpopa long time ago. But they know now. So, and also think about, when we say east-west, don't think about this small earth. We have east-west. Don't think that something have to think bigger. Okay, and then Jambu continent, maybe we can think of this earth. Then it's all pure land, means any other pure land is not visible for us. All this, and such as Shambhala, all these directions, everybody agreeing is huge praise Torpopa. What about is he is a holder of the definitive meaning of the teaching, which means Buddha's teachings, many people, many of them interpreted. But who do you know the best interpreted is Torpopa. Why? Because Buddha himself predicted. And not only Buddha himself, that such places we talking about, all of them agreeing together, Torpopa is the best interpreted to understand the Buddha's teachings. Especially definitive teaching means the most high teachings he understands. That's why. Say, omniscient Torpopa, please come this place, which means invoking the Torpopa. When you invoking Torpopa, if you say something, his qualities, and then you have some respect in your mind, then it's much more good condition to bless. So that's why I say, please come to this place, which means like that. Okay, so that is Torpopa. Praise means you have to understand that he is the special understanding Buddha teachings, especially definitive, the most high ones. So that's why is anybody connected with this Torpopa is absolutely a fortune. Okay. To understanding how we are fortunate, how much degree you understand or believe, strong belief, that degree is high, reached the blessing. Okay. And then say Lord Achimbo. Now we're talking about just his disciple, the 14 disciples. So that means he has only 14 disciples? No, he has hundreds, probably thousands disciples, but followers. But the exceptional, there's 14 disciples counted. So why they are exception? Most of them, they are come from other lineages. They already scholar, already high lama, everything. But when they meet Torpopa, they feel humble, and so then become disciples. Okay, That's why I'm saying. Okay, then Loza Chembo or Chutakhwar. Okay, distance maybe we don't have to go this here because underneath we said who is in the footnote say who is manifesting who, everything we already said. So now I explain a little bit is okay, maybe I just briefly explain. Loza Chembo Chutak in the text we just say the great Lozawa Chutakpal, Lozawa Lodupal, Lozawa Lobzang, Sabzang Madi Benchin, Lozawa Shuglina Shugjalwa, and Lozawa Andrikomani Kachir. So some of these, the Lozawa means these great translators and the Bantis. Some come from Sarkya, some come from Kagyu, Rukon Kagyu, and come from Myanmar, come from everywhere, okay? So they are like that. And then maybe we just go this verse, Taranatha. So, Jakar Kharnabham, so they say, His Eminence Taranatha, who has Mahasiddha Nakpopa in India. So Nakpopa, I forgot the name. You have here, right? Taranatha the Mahasiddha. You should have.
Yes, His Eminence Taranatha, who is Mahasiddha Nakpopa in India, the supreme one knower of the three times.
But Nakpopa, we should have this the Sanskrit name. Nakpopa is Tibetan name.
It just has. Let me see if it has a footnote.
Okay. Footnote should be. I remember we discussed many times with Rafa or something. Okay, so if not, that's okay. We can look later. So Jakar Yerta means Taranatha is, of course, not just in India. He everywhere.
It's Krishnacharya.
Okay, Krishnacharya. Okay, so they go. He has everywhere manifest, but then here just telling you one example. So the Krishnacharya in India he was, and Kawachantamanchok took some kins. So in Tibet he is predicted as he knows 3 times. Okay. So in the future, Mao Sanggi Namki Tigle. So the Buddha called Namki Tigle, he going to be become a Buddha like that. So that doesn't mean he not become a Buddha. No, he only will be Buddha or is manifestation. You are reincarnate and you are reincarnate like a doctor. You are reincarnate like a poet. You reincarnate like a merchant, anything, all of them is manifestation. It doesn't mean one singer, Taranatha is just one singer, and then he is not enlightened, but in the future he is going to enlighten. It's not like that, but it's something everybody knows, sometimes everybody hears. That's what you're talking about, Mao Sanginam Jamgun Taranatha Sorwan Dips. So that's verses Taranatha. Then is Jamsur Nam Nila so Huawutso, Tinli Nam Nila so Huawutso. Okay. The heroes such as the 2 Jamsos. So Lachiniyeshi Jamso and Jasavrinshin Jamso. So 2 similar names they are heard of. He's a great. It's not only that these 2 is his great disciples, but they are the some ways you can call them is more important. So that's why we to say this. Then with non-sectarian traditional lineage holder, okay. Or then we say the heroines such as the 2 Wangmos. Yeah, here's the 2 Wangmos, and we can say 2 two Trinlis, Trinli Wamo, both females. So both some part of name is in Trinli Wamo. So that's why Trinli is both same name, Wamo is both same name. So with many non-sectarian Tantra lineage holders. So I put this because, you know, in Tibetan, a little bit traditions are more patriotic, so they've forgotten these very important females, but they are very important ones. So yeah, I think yeah, incredible ones. So that's why I bring there, spell out the name in this. But Taranatha, of course, he has many other important, but these four is we spell out, okay? All completed holders of the honored lineage, please come here. So you invoking them, okay? Okay, come here, what do you have to do? Why you invoking here is, please bless my mind stream to be a devoted practitioner. Yeah? So that's we need, okay? And please destroy all mass of opposing conditions and obstacles and defilements. Okay, so now, yeah, all of the reasons we're talking about why blessed, invoked. Then please destroy empowerment and all the common and supreme cities. So cities, the common cities means the common cities without enlightened you can gain. In common cities means you have to be enlightened, Buddhahood, you know. This is uncommon, the ultimate city. Why you ask it is two cities? Because if you ask it the two cities, then everything you need include there. So that's why. In short way of saying everything I need in the samsara and I need and for the enlightened path and yeah, the ultimate accomplishment. That's why. So now I didn't put all the mantras because this is just too many, because we try to be shorter. So that's why the most important is Tolpopa, because in the ultimate truth level, there is no Tolpopa and Taranatha. One is superior, one is inferior. But Tolpopa is Taranatha's lineage Lama, and not only that, but also he has direct experiences Tolpopa between. So that's why. So we put Tolpopas, the mantra. Say there, Om An Guru Tranja Donza Sarva Sudhum. So Tolpopa that put it, then everything is down. You know, everything is included. So that's why we put that. Okay. So that's when I finish, and then the short one, we just the same name, and then the first verses both same. I explained exactly same, and then first two verses, or one verse is exactly same, and then the second verse we say display of the emanations of the Kalkis of Shambhala, Tolpopa, who possessed the 4 realms with your 14 disciples, and Taranatha, your disciples, who hold the treasures of the great transformation in the land of snow, please dispel our obscurations and obstacles bring down auspicious blessings and bestow the ordinary and supreme cities. So that's before 14 disciples each one. Then Taranathas did 2 Jamsos, 2 Wamos. All of them you condense together is this verse. Okay, so that's why they just say Shambhala Rigdan Aftervikar. So Shambhala is the Karki emanation is Torpoba, Tombab Shirdan. Yafti Chonga means then him and together his disciples together for 15. And then Kangjong Sanchin and Ngajin Zonzenba means the treasure whose treasure holder is Taranatha. So today is Taranatha's day, so we have to go a little bit detail of Taranatha. Here we say the treasure of the treasure holder of the snowland, who hold the treasures of the great translation Trantayana in the land of snow. So why I said that Taranatha? Because Taranatha is the come to the Tantra. Taranatha is probably the best to explain all the teachings in the snowland in Tibet. So maybe some people have hard to believe. So like say, okay, why Taranatha the best? What about Lonchinba? What about Satyabanat? What about blah blah blah? But I think Taranatha, why Taranatha is the best? Because he knows the language of India, the source, without learning. So that's one his incomparable quality. The other is when you, not just that, but when you look at his text or his writings, he has special understanding and nobody didn't understand things he explained, and he break down, anybody didn't break down once he break down, and nobody heard things also he said, and is everything his own ability. You can easily to see his text if somebody intelligent enough. So that's one reason. The other reason is also his teachings, the composed, the empowerment, everything about Tantra, affecting all Tibetan traditions, not just Jonangpa, all of them impacting, and everybody rely on that. So that's why Taranatha is absolutely exception. Also, when people read his story, he has many layers of story. He has obvious level of story, and then little bit secret story, then more secret, then very secret story. All of them, if you read together, then he is, easily can see exception, the whole Tibet Tantrayana holder. So that's why we send here, okay? That's understandable, just easy. Then the mantra is same, okay? So the mantra is same. Okay, so now we finish this one, and I think that should be very clear. And now what we do is, okay, today is Taranatha's day, so Taranatha is a Rimepa, real Rimepa, okay? When we say Rimepa, people easy understanding in Rime is easy version of understanding Rime. That people thinking, oh, Rime means, oh, you practice everyone's dharma, you have no biased mind, like that. Is that correct? That's a some aspect is correct, but it's not fully, not that simple. So the rime means you understand everybody's teachings, but you still can have your own favor. You have own favor, your own favorite teaching practice does not make you are not rime. Okay, that's we have to understand. Make rime or not rime, how much you understand the others' teachings, how much you have genuinely respect the others' teachings. And regardless your favorite teachings, you have favors, then you don't have, when you have favors means you have something not your favor. Regardless you have favor or not favor, still you understand the non-favor one have still a lot of value and benefit others. That's why you have genuine respect. So Taranatha is like that, okay? He has his favors. His favors are Torpopa's. Torpopa's views, Torpopa's teachings, his favor. And then he also make clear Torpopa's condensed tense, he make much more elaborate, clear. He has a favor, but at the same time, he knows everybody's teaching, and then he make commentary for everybody. He organized for many others. So that's Taranatha. So today we're going to read Jam Chinti Chuji Lodu. He pressed Taranatha. We're going to read that. Why? Because Jam Chinti Chuji Lodu is one of the exceptional, incredible Lama. So he have to write prayers, even not his Lama, not his teacher, not his lineage, but he still have to write prayers because he has no choice. He has no choice means in his mind, oh, this is unbelievable, exceptional, after he read Taranathas. So that's why he just wrote that song of praise. So many of people who understand Taranatha like that. But we don't have time, all of them. And today we're going to read this one. And so then we understand why, Chinti Chuji Lodu, so much respect. And that's only one example. So then the future we can find more, then we learn more, then we understand more Taranatha. So Taranatha, today Taranatha's day. So we are very fortunate to can connect here a few minutes, and then we do this prayer. Very fortunate. So please rejoice and then read. First I read for you Tibetan, and then you can read on your own language, okay? But maybe only we have English. I don't know how many others. Okay? So he said the Lord of the secret Taranatha. He said here, means Taranatha is not just a human being, what you see and where you can touch and talk. Not only this, he has many layers. That's why it's secret, okay? Hidden. Lama he called Lama, okay? He just fears Lama, okay? Quardan Artayo, Kancho Dorjes, Mukana Deva, Chamber Donzaba, Chabdala Eki Jemik Jebson Chambo Kanga Nyawur Tot Tapi Jemtra Samli and Deba Roma Jamso Demba Shebi Himgon Jati Senqua Chambo Sanvi Lama Jebson Chambo Stonland Monjan Tobji Avlodu Chambo Shana Requi Nazequi Mod Lekpara Tusa Chebim Kenra Sachin Yons Zokwa Chelar Tot Chaparam Dodan Yaji Zabji Dona Jandram Majoranka Namshudji Manoram Pagwadam Kidro Tsadana Jer Gontona Mandi Server Zila Tawan Yeti Dolma Banjon Da Tremba Padan Sandra Komahaji Ayan Channel Hamo Trebja Ba Ya Rigdana Yonji Jisa Zonla Handat Jakhara Marnaga Dorji Jipshe Da Tunkara Sandu Pagmola Soji Jartana Wankara Lortana Uyon Sarab Sami Ekir Nawa Jamlindat Dorje Senqua Her Kankhwala Da Jarvi Yamjara Dorje Narjurami Jidde Jamsu Sami Zoshina Ba Pi Dorje Chudan Nawir Melandat Ningmar Ngair Doan Tartu Be Tundaram Kidan Jaba Jamchak Rawu Gunal Hambor Tarpaba Quardana Dorjin Chawan Javlandat Zawu Avloi Alekbar Tambi Zeng Exar Bipa Shella Sodundar Chundran Jiktan Samna Janma Chi Ulama Shon Chawar Kubi and Papi Yarna Jiktan Joni Da Kawa Jana Dorwi Gomboni Jede Jamsu Kai Dawa Bo Zapanam Taref Sheda Irmed Shiland Dorji Lula Dorji Lamchok Dorji Taki Dorji Sambrodabi Dorji Jartava Dorji Kabjani Dorji Lama Dorji Senqaranda Tamor Nangora Maon Jiktenankam Odden Jib Sharaf Devara Shekwan Namki Tiglen Wambara Zoksanji Takchin Korsoga Jamsur Korlanda Teftara Tojan Sorwa Tabim to Lama Jebsen Gonlo Dom Korlor Domba Darjakin Korjila Shinlovani Her Kafur Ketam Somar Kon the Tankiwa Jantan Jantata Ganson Dambi the Senya La Sama Lami Lurto O Rapta Jibai Jibson Tanla Shawa Shepper Ho Jibana Chefia Jibson Jason Manager Lotu Jamsu Hunjon Sorata Pao. Or he said that there's nobody like you in the world. And yeah, you can read now together, then you understand. He just compare India one Mahasiddha and in Tibet only Taranatha. There are exception, you know. He put that way. Yeah.
Okay, so this prayer we only have in English. It is from Lotsoa House. For the translation, the link is in the chat. So I'll read it for you in English now. Try to go slow in case the translators can get the essence. But I know it's very difficult for them to translate the prayers simultaneously. Flower of Faith, in praise of Taranatha, Lord of Secrets. Homage to the Guru, glorious one, pervading all the world and its inhabitants. Vajrasattva, who binds the whole of reality in great bliss. Omnipresent Guru, in your illusory wisdom form, great Jetsun Kunganing Po, to you I offer praise. a pure and magical manifestation beyond imagining, a protector who guides the oceanic multitudes of beings, a great bodhisattva heir of the victorious Lord of Secrets, appearing as the great Jetsun Guru, to you I bow down. With your vast intellect, the result of prior training, you studied the outer and inner fields of knowledge and comprehended them all perfectly right away. With your fully developed strength of wisdom, to you I bow. Above all, the profound and vast meaning of Sutra and Tantra, you did not rely on others, but used your own discernment. To perceive clearly and unerringly the ultimate intent of the genuinely learned and accomplished of India and Tibet, to you I bow. The Lord of Sages, the close sons, Tara, Padmarka, Dambi, Haruka, and the noble Chandragoman, the goddess Sarasvati, 100 adepts, Abhaya, and the Kuluka kings all cared for you. To you I bow. Dark red Manjushri Vajrabhairava, Kalachakra, Guya Samaja, Varahi, and others appeared to you in visions, empowered you, and issued prophecies. To you, the infinite and inconceivable light of wisdom, I bow. As the glorious Haruka Vajrasattva and Vajrayogini, mother of the victorious ones, granted you're the secret treasury of ocean-like tantras. You are inseparable from Vajradharma. To you I bow. During this final age of fivefold degeneration, you stand tall, as prominent as Mount Sumeru, amidst hundreds of learned and accomplished ones. Glorious and mighty Vajradhara, to you I bow. When those with honest, impartial minds investigate, no one can compare to you throughout the three worlds. At revealing definitive secrets in this turbulent age, Guru Krishnacharya, to you I respectfully bow down. Abhayakara in the land of Aryas, and Taranatha in the land of snow, in the act of compiling the oceanic Tantra teachings, there is no difference between you. To you I bow. Through applying the supreme Vajra path to the Vajra body, you traversed the Vajra stages according to the Vajra vehicle, and gained the 4 Vajra Kayas of Vajra sovereignty. Vajra Guru, Vajra Sattva, to you I bow. To you who in future, in the common perception of this world, will appear as the Sugata named Luminous, become fully awakened in the sphere of space, and be surrounded by a vast Mahayana assembly, I bow. Through the power of praising and praying to you in this way, may the noble Guru Chakrasamvara bless my being as the 4 mandalas, and then may I become your equal glorious Haruka. In this and all my lives to come, may the nectar of your teachings seep into my heart, and may the Guru increase my physical strength so that I may serve the teachings of the Jetsun. When encountering the noble Guru's teaching in the Waterbird year, Lodro Gyatso made this prayer spontaneously.
Okay, thank you so much. And thank you for the translator, Adia.
This one I think actually was Lotsoa House. The lineage one that we were looking at was Adele. Adele also did a wonderful prayer that Rinpoche suggested. It was it's on her website for Taranatha, and it is the Kala Chakra lineage praises.
Oh yes.
So that is another great.
We maybe chant that one. Yeah, and the coming Sunday.
Did you want me to chant that one, Rinpoche?
On Sunday.
On Sunday, yes. Okay. So then we will conclude with the dedication prayers. Once again, these are available in the Learning Center. So I'll just share my screen one more time to make sure that people understand how the Learning Center works. Okay, so the prayer to conclude is in the general prayer section, which is number 100, and it is 004 remade dedication prayers. Okay, so this is how you'll find it. If for some reason in your language all of the prayers are not there, as the group translate the prayers, they'll continue to show up. So we're using this as the sort of living space for new prayers to be added. Rinpoche has also written new prayers recently, and as they're written and shared with us, if they are a prayer that does not have restrictions, as in Rinpoche wishes for anybody in the world to be able to practice these prayers, then they will be added to your language's learning center as the translators translate them. Okay, so now we will do the final dedications. By all these virtuous deeds of accumulated merit, may all beings be rescued from the ocean of samsara, where the tide of aging, sickness, and death is violently active. May this merit help all beings attain Buddhahood and be victorious of all the enemies of deceptive obscurations. By the goodness of what I have just done, may all beings complete the accumulation of merit and wisdom and gain the two sacred bodies. Whatever roots of virtue have been accumulated now or throughout the three times, I dedicate them here so that all mother-like beings may attain perfect and complete Buddhahood. Just like the exalted ones Manjushri and Samantabhadra practiced, like them I rejoice in all the virtues still to come and fully dedicate them as well. In future lives, may I never be separated from my glorious Lama. May I never be separated from the joy of practicing the precious Dharma. May I accomplish all the enlightened Bhumi levels and paths and attain the Buddhahood of Vajradhara. As long as space remains, as long as beings exist, may I remain and expel their sorrows until they reach Buddhahood. May the precious renunciation arise which has not yet arisen, and may that which has already arisen not degenerate, may it increase. May the precious ethical discipline arise which has not yet arisen, and may that which has already arisen not degenerate, may it increase. May the precious bodhicitta arise which has not yet arisen, and may that which has already arisen not degenerate, may it increase. May the precious view of emptiness arise which has not yet arisen, and may that which has already arisen not degenerate, may it increase. May the precious Dharma be respected and remain in this world, the only medicine and cure for suffering. The source of all happiness is the sacred Dharma. By the power of the three bodies of the Buddhas, the immutable truth of the Dharma, by the power of the inseparable union of the Sangha, may all our wishes be fulfilled. Just like the morning sun rising in the sky, may the teachings of the unsurpassable great secret of all the Buddhas spread and flourish throughout this world. To the profound aspirations of the Bodhisattva kings of Shambhala, may we manifest the glory of the second golden age in this world. May all of us Dharma brothers and sisters come to enjoy the good fortune of our courage and commitment. Om Svasti, Dharmakaya truth body, primordially free from stains of elaboration, inconceivable treasury of spontaneous clear light, perfect pristine awareness of wisdom and compassion, appearing completely as the body of the deity, Guru Kala Chakra, please protect us. Virtuous friend who with the two dharmas transmits an ocean of nectar, the compassionate blessings of Manjushri and all the victor's children, that manifests as a magical display of enlightened activities, beloved guide of incomparable wisdom. May you live a long and healthy life. Endowed with Samaya, Vajra disciples gather like clouds, roaring like thunder, the melodious sounds of Sutra and Tantra ring out. An ambrosial rain that ripens and liberates moistens the earth. May the great lotus garden of the Buddha's teachings flourish for all time.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.